Hey guys, today we're taking a look at Be Quiet and Drive Far Away by Deftones. This song is in drop C sharp or drop D flat, depending on which way you're going. Okay, let's take a look at the intro first. So we have two chords in our intro. The first one starts off on the 5th string of the 12th fret, and we use our first finger for that. Then we have a middle finger down on the 3rd string of the 13th fret. Now you want to be muting your 6th string with your first finger just by touching on the bottom of the string. And then you want to be muting your bottom 2 strings as well, just by laying your first finger on top of them lightly. Now, I've seen it played both ways, where you can either have your 4th string muted, or if you want, you can let it ring out. It's up to you. The strumming pattern for this I've also seen played a couple of different ways. First off is probably the easiest, where we just do 4 down strokes on each. The way I did it in my cover video, which if you haven't seen, please check out my channel, is every time we go to do a down, we just do a quick up right before. So we start off in the down, and then we slide up to the 17 and 18 on the same fingers, same strings. And then that's the intro. Those are intro chords. Okay, let's take a look at the kind of main riff section. So we've done our intro. And then we go into this. Okay, so we're on the 9th and 11th frets on the 5th and 4th strings. We want our open 6th string ringing out, and obviously our 5th and 3rd strings. We want our 4th, 2nd and 1st strings muted by our first finger, just laying on top of them very gently. Now the strumming pattern for this is down, down, up, down, up, 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 down, up. Okay. Okay, so one more time. And after we do that, then we move on to this next bit. So our fingers move up, our 3rd finger moves up to the 4th string from the 3rd string, okay? And our first finger bars the top 2 strings. So these are the strings we want to have ringing out. And we do the same kind of strumming pattern, except we add in a hammer and pull off on the 10th fret twice in there. So the hammer on pull off comes before our 2 upstrokes. And then our last up, down, up, okay? So nice and slow, that goes like this. Okay, so we do that 3 times in total, and then after the 3rd time we move on to this kind of slidey bit. Okay, so we do 9 slide up to 10, 12, and then I think we hit the 10, 12 4 times, and on the 4th time, I think it's an upstroke, we slide over to the 12th and 14th fret. And we do down up on the 12th and 14th, and we go back to 10 and 12. I think it's just placement there, I don't think we slide. And we do down, down, up, and on the up we slide to 9 and 11. So nice and slow. I recommend when we go back to 10, 12 after 12, 14, we do down and then lift our fingers off just to mute it immediately. And then after that we just go back to our usual. Okay, so after we do our slidey bit and then go back to the usual bits, we then have this next section which is a lot of bending in there. So we start off by taking the usual chord position of the 9th and 11th frets on the 5th and 3rd strings. Then we do the usual 5th and 3rd string hit, except this time we bend and it's just them. We don't want to be hitting the open 6th string, we don't want that ringing out. And we want 4th, 2nd and 1st strings muted, okay? So just those 2 strings being bent down. Then we do 2 hits of the open 6th string with a bit of palm muting in there, okay? Then we go back to the 9th and 11th. Then we hit the 6th string for a single hit this time. And then go back to the 9th and 11th frets for 2 while bending, okay? And then we do a single hit of the 6th string, palm muting again, single hit of the bend, and then back to a single hit of the 6th string. So nice and slow. Okay. And then after that we go on to the usual. And that'll bring us on to the next section. So I think after that, then we do that a couple of times, and then we go back to our it is the exact same as before, except it's a little bit faster. We don't dwell on it so much. And then after that, we just the various combinations of that riff. And that'll lead us on to the outro section. Okay? To play our outro section, we want to start off with down up on the top 3 strings. Now these are ringing out open, no fretting required. After we do our down up, then we do down up down on our 4th fret, but on the metal fret end. We're doing harmonics here. If you haven't played them before, all we need to do is put our finger over the top of the fret and barely put any pressure on the string. Don't be pushing down when you're doing this, okay? Okay, so we've done down up on the open, and then down up down on the 4th fret. we want to go and do down up again on the open strings, and then down up down on the middle of the 3rd fret this time. After that, then we do down up again on the open strings, and then 1, 2, 3 on the 4th fret. After you do 3 hits of the 4th fret 2nd time around, then we take this chord position here, where we're barring the top 3 strings of the 2nd fret, and we've got a 3rd finger down on the 3rd string of the 4th fret. And we do 1 hit and slide up to the 4th and 6th fret, and then down up again. After we do the slide and the 2 hits, then we bar the top 3 strings, this time with the middle finger on the 5th fret, and hit that 4 times. So slide, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bar. Altogether that goes like this. And nice and slow. Let's do it a little bit slower than that. Okay, so then we repeat that one more time. So we've done that twice now. The 3rd time round, when we go to hit this, instead of doing our 3 hits on the 4th fret, we just want to mute the string. So nothing's ringing out there. And we do that twice, and then on the 3rd time we hit the 4th fret. And then we play the last bit like we usually would. And then the 4th time around, when we play this, we just do the normal way. So all together it sounds like this. A bit messy there, but that's it all the way through. And then on the final one, after we do our slide up and then 5th fret bar, then we just hit the top 3 strings once open and let that ring out. And then that rings for a good few seconds, I think like 5-10 seconds, something like that. And then we come back in. And then we just repeat that until the song fades out. So that was a lesson. I hope that's been helpful. Please check out the cover if you want reference for timings and how it's structured, etc. And I'll hopefully see you on the channel again. Thanks.